134. The brachial plexus. The brachial plexus supplies the upper limb and neighboring part of the trunk. It arises by the union of the ventral branches of fourth cervical all the way down to the first thoracic spinal nerves. It is divided into a supraclavicular and infraclavicular part. You have three trunks that arises by the superior trunk arises by union of fifth and sixth cervical roots. The middle trunk from the seventh root, and inferior trunk from the eighth cervical and first thoracic trunk. And from here you get pectoral nerves, the long thoracic nerve, and thoracodorsal nerve. And then we have an anterior division and a posterior division. So the superior trunk gives off one anterior division to the lateral cord and one posterior division to the posterior cord. The middle trunk also gives an anterior division to the lateral cord and a posterior division to the posterior cord. The inferior division gives off an anterior cord to the medial trunk, to the medial cord, and a posterior division to the posterior cord. And the supraclavicular part supplies the muscles on the anterior, lateral and posterior thoracic walls. The infraclavicular part supplies the free upper limb. The lateral cord gives off the terminal branch musculocutaneous nerve, which supply the muscles of arm, the anterior group, and lateral side of skin of forearm. The other branch from lateral cord is the lateral root of median nerve, which supplies the anterior group of muscles of forearm and the lateral half of muscles of hand and lateral half of skin of the palm of the hand. Then we have the posterior cord, which gives off a terminal branch axillary nerve, which supplies the deltoid muscle and the skin overlying the deltoid muscle. Then we have the radial nerve, which supplies the muscles and skin on the dorsal side of arm and forearm, and the radial half of skin on the back of the hand. Lastly, we have medial cord, which gives off a medial root to the median nerve, and also an ulnar nerve, which supplies the medial half of muscles of hand and the medial half of skin of palm and back of hand. The medial cord also gives the medial brachial cutaneous nerve and medial antebrachial cutaneous nerve.